What's up guys, Free Nachos here, back again with another Remnant 2 video here on my channel. This time I am making a guide on how to complete the Chimney encounter in Remnant 2. So here's just an overview of my gear, just to give you an idea of what I was using. I am wearing extremely light armor, so I'm using the Space Worker armor set. And as far as my equipment, I'm wearing many different rings that either enhance my stamina or allow me to regenerate health. So the Fey Shaman ring adds health regeneration to your character. I already had health regeneration because of my summoner class, so I have additional health regeneration. Also, there's a ring called the Indera's Endless Loop, which allows you to regenerate health while sprinting, because you're going to be doing a lot of sprinting, going down, around, and around as you go further down into the Chimney encounter. And I'm also using the Ring of Grace, the ring at the very bottom right there on my gear loadout, which allows me to regenerate health when taking enemy damage for a time. So definitely need to prioritize gear that either regenerates your health or allows you to sprint longer or consume less stamina. And also make sure that you are using gear which is very light, which is going to allow you to keep moving as you go down through the chimney. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and play the footage from when me and my friends ran through the puzzle. So one of your friends needs to activate the top of the elevator at the center of the room, and then you need to go as quickly as possible. So at the very top of the room, there's a wall of electricity that constantly moves down. So it's vitally important that you keep moving as quickly as possible. But you come to certain areas where there's electricity going across the floor. And there's also crystals that when you run by them, they zap you. So I think it's helpful to have kind of one of your teammates on crystal duty, so they're kind of destroying all those crystals, as you see I'm doing here. Doesn't really matter who's doing it as long as you're calling it out. And then if you move too fast, there's actually electricity across the floor, so you have to pay very close attention to that, otherwise you're going to run too far and you're going to basically die from touching the electricity on the ground. So you need to focus fire on any enemies in your path, or you can simply run past them as I'm doing here. And all the while I am destroying crystals, just kind of running through and avoiding enemies. Again, it helps to have really light armor because it's going to allow you to consume less stamina and move quicker, and also allow you to roll faster, do a faster roll instead of like a slow roll. And because you have a lot of health regeneration gear on, you're not going to necessarily worry about taking damage. As long as you keep moving, you're going to be regenerating health. So as you see here, I almost ran out of stamina. My stamina is now full again, and I'm able to sprint fully. When you get to this particular section, you need to kill that cluster of root that's in the middle of the elevator, otherwise the crystal cannot keep going down through. So you're going to fail if you do not destroy that little knot cluster of root. Be very careful along this part not to fall down, and you come right to a part that has a lot of electricity on the floor. I went ahead and cut it out, but you have to wait for that electricity to pass and then continue running through. Here I activated my hunter ability, which kind of highlights all the enemies, just to give all my teammates kind of an idea of where the enemies are, so they know where to plan their route and where to run. And as far as my weapon, I'm using the Enigma sidearm, the side weapon with that, which has the electricity arcing, which really allows for really good crowd control. It does a lot of damage in short bursts. So you just need to stay focused, keep moving at all times, and destroy those crystals as fast as you can. You don't really want to let the crystals go without destroying them, because as you can see there, if you don't destroy them, when you run past them, they zap you. I was able to pop a heal there, and one of my teammates went down. Now, as you see, I'm fast rolling through there, which allowed me to avoid all of those enemies and kind of clear them out. Now, I don't particularly advise doing what I did here. What I did was kind of risky. I went in, killed the enemies, and actually revived one of my teammates in the middle of all the chaos and right next to a crystal, which was all exploding and doing damage to me. But luckily, I was able to pop it off and continue moving. But realistically, it's probably not going to be feasible for you to do when you're on your run, so it's vitally important that all of your teammates stay alive at all times. So we're getting very close to the end of the chimney. This part here, which goes around a corner, a lot of them will spawn and block you in that corner and just melee you to death. So I think the best thing to do is to just kill them all before you go through those little choke points. And as you can see here, again, we have electricity coursing all over the floor. But if you look closely, we're going to go ahead and kill the root knot that's at the very bottom of the elevator. And then on the ground, you're going to take notice that there are crystals. There's 4 of them. There's 1, there's 2. The third one is right here on the bottom. And the 4th one took me a hot minute to find, but you have to go kind of further up the stairs and look in the very back side. And once you kill the 4th crystal that's on the ground floor, you are safe to go down through. As you can see, the wall of electricity was coming down very close there, almost killed me. But the floor is free of electricity now. Enemies are still spawning, but at this point it's just kind of maintenance to wait until that glowing crystal gets all the way to the bottom and sends out the shockwave, which helps you complete the quest. So anyway, guys, my name is Free Nachos. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know as you're watching if you're having difficulty completing this yourself, what gear you have. Let me know in the comments if you need additional help, and I'll do my best to answer your questions and let you know what gear is going to be best. But that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.